Good day, YouTube. Welcome back to another Gone Rogue. Today, we have a new hidden character. So we're going to have some fun with that. We are going to turn off hurry mode, because it halves the time you spend in the game. Which is great if you want to get to something fast, but it also makes the game easier. So we don't want to do that. We do have hyper mode on. I have 50% curse set, because this guy starts out a bit OP. He starts out with the evolved magic wand. Now, in case you're wondering how to get this guy, he is a new he's a new secret character that you get on this map by going to the south for a really long time. It's got the Bible too. And, like, when it gets really dark, you go down a little bit further, and then he's there waiting to be killed. And yeah, if you kill him, you unlock him. He starts with 10% extra cooldown reduction, 100% might, which is actually really good. He starts with 10% extra area as well, and he has 20% reduced move speed. So he is a bit slow, but it's manageable. He is also a bit big though. I hope that's not too clunky for his hitbox. Also, in case you're wondering what the thumbnail is about, if you have never played a Castlevania game, this guy is clearly inspired by Legion. And yeah, I'll pull up a picture on the screen right now to show it. Because Legion is in so many versions of Castlevania. I don't know the exact one it's based on because I don't remember there being one that sticks out. Also, we're not going Santa Water today. Just not doing it. I'm also not taking extra curse, because I do want to win. I'm not too used to this map yet, so... once I get used to it, I'll do 100% curse for sure. But, we're not picking Bracer because we're going to move to Bracer. Now, I'm going to go to Spellbinder first. Let's get... I mean, he doesn't really need spinach, but let's get it anyway. Because I'm gonna need Spellbinder to evolve something, and I don't need Bracer to evolve something. So yeah, there's two secret characters. I actually haven't unlocked the other one yet because it's an absolute pain in the ass. It involves killing the green shade reaper thing on the dairy plant, which you can only do with either a minecart, a rosary, or a pentagram. And then you have to be lucky enough for the image to show. And then you have to push the right button combination in like half a second or something. And I haven't even gotten the image to spawn yet, so... yeah. Also, this character starts out really well. Like, starting with the evolved magic wand is ridiculous. I mean, it falls off in the late game for sure, even more so than Death Spiral, but man, is it good in the beginning when there's not a whole lot of enemies. So anyway, I still have to get Toasty, which is basically pink X-Dash. Which is also sort of a meme character, which is also sort of why I want it. Because she starts with 1 HP, which means one hit is death. Until level 100, when she gains like 12,000 health or whatever. And if you somehow manage to get her to 200, she gains like 20,000 armor too. So I definitely want to muck around with that. It sounds like it could be fun. Because not getting hit is really hard. She does have bonus move speed though, so it's probably possible. Oh, that was a weird hitbox on his body to grab the chest. It's like not his torso, but it's like the bottom of the ball. Also, these blood skeletons, I swear, they're still annoying. Okay, so let's get Empty Tomb. 100% Empty Tomb. So this update is actually way bigger than I thought it was, with 2 hidden characters, and a new stage, and the hurry mode. Even though the hurry mode isn't great, per se, but it's amazing if you want to kill the Reaper, for example. Because it only takes 15 minutes, and it's a lot easier to get there. Or if you want to kill the Green Shade for Toasty, and that sort of stuff. But if you want, like, gold and all that, don't use it, because the timer goes twice as fast, but enemies spawn at about the same rate, so you're wasting a lot of time. I don't want any of these. I mean, I do want the... Can I take a Tract Orb? Yeah, I can take it, because I'm getting both Bracer. Like I said, we're not going for Sandalwater this time. I want Firagi. And the Bouncing Ball to be the king of the show. Let's get Tiragisu so it doesn't show up anymore. So yeah, but because I also have the Unholy Vespers, or I will have the Unholy Vespers, so I don't really need Sandalwater to keep me safe. I just want to see what happens if I go No Future and Firagi, just for funds. Let's get a Duplicator too. Can I get Duplicator? I'm pretty sure I can. Yeah, I can't get area, but that's fine. This guy has some base area anyway, so it's fine. Like, if I wanted area, I should have not gotten spinach. That's good to know for next time. Or a Tract Orb, but I really like having a Tract Orb, so... Because I'm weird like that. We're going to make a move towards, towards the Spellbinder, which is down south a little bit. And I say a little bit because compared to going for Leda, or whatever the name was, it's a little bit. It's only like 8 squares or something. Now granted, Leda isn't the fastest character, but still. Like, I did the unlock on Death, because Death is so fast. And every other character is so slow, and it's a really long walk. So, yeah. And even then it took me several attempts, because I didn't know you could outrun the boss, so I ran way too far south and completely lost the damn thing. I mean, I'm either not taking damage by the respawns, or I'm just healing it back really fast. Oh yeah, wait, the character also has extra armor. Oh, that's a lot of extra armor, actually, because I'm pretty sure I only have armor level 2. Base. No, wait, armor 3, and then the armor at 2, I think? Oh, at 1. So that's what, 5 base armor on this character? Yeah. Pretty sure that's 5 base. That's fucking mental. So in exchange for being slightly slower, not even super slow, he's not like the Mario slow. I say he, actually, because the chesticles are out and they're not censored. So, but yeah, he's faster than the Mario by 20%. But he's also a lot better than the Mario because of all the extra stats. Yeah, let's get the Spellbinder. Now we go move up to get the Bracer, because we do want that too. I mean, I got really lucky on passives this run, actually. That's a lot of Bone Dragons flying through the screen. Holy crap. But yeah, 100% might. It's not like Pugnala caps, you know, because Pugnala basically has infinite scaling might. But 100% might is ridiculous to start out with. And then throw in spinach and the upgrades, and you'll have 175%. Which, for Pugnala to get there, needs to be like level 150, I think, at least. So don't be fooled by this. If you already have the evolved weapon, you can't get another one. So I'm gonna get a lightning ring instead. You can get the magic wand, but you can't evolve it. And an unevolved magic wand is just bad. It's just bad. So yeah, getting the items here is really not that bad, because they're really not that far. Compared to, like, Dairy Plant or the forest. But that's also because the forest has so many items. Like, this is more like the... Yeah, I actually didn't even think of this. This is just a vertical library. I am amazed it took me that long to realize that this is a vertical library. God damn it. Oh yeah, this thing hits super hard. Super, super hard. Let's see, let's level the gun. Also, I'm going No Future and Ferraki because I want to see which one is better. Because they basically do the same thing, which is deal not as much damage to enemies at the edge of the screen to thin out the herd before it reaches you. Like, that's sort of the role of the Ferraki and the No Future. And I want to know if they work synergistically or if they take away from each other. So if they do similar damage at the end, or if one way outshines the other. Like, if you have Ferraki with Pugnala, for example, and you take Vandalier, the Ferraki does way more damage than the Vandalier, even though the Vandalier does way more DPS, because the Ferraki will kill most enemies before they reach the Vandalier areas. It's not necessarily because the Ferraki is better, but because it just kills more enemies before they can reach the Vandalier place. And No Future has just about the same function, in my opinion, because of the explosions it creates when it hits the edges. And it bounces around really fast too. Now, as far as I can tell, it is unaffected by cooldown, because the next one only pops up after the first one is gone. Maybe that's also to reduce the effects on screen, but cooldown is still one of the best items in the game, so. So this is definitely a good wave. This is definitely a good wave for kills and experience and all that. Let's go down a little bit. Pick up the lightning ring. I'm not gonna get the lightning ring to 8 just yet, because yeah, let's push this thing in a corner and kill it. Because of the knockback. But if it's in a corner, who cares, right? So we have No Future. Also, No Future has 2 base projectiles, so you definitely want Duplicator with it. Just to get those extra 2 projectiles. And it's probably really, really good on any of the monster characters, because they get 3 extra projectiles, so it would have 7. But, you know, this is the best measure for any regular character. We're close to the bracer yet, so I should probably get a move on. Not that I won't make it, by the way. Also, this guy is a bit slower, but because I have the 10% movement speed from the power-ups, I barely noticed that he's slower. Like, I hardly notice it at all. Is the lightning ring doing 170 damage? Yeah, it is. Oh, that's fantastic. The might on this guy, I swear. He's at 175%, like I said, with the power-ups and the spinach. Like, even if you don't take spinach, you'll have 125% might, which makes him one of the strongest characters in the game damage-wise. So, yeah, there is not a lot to complain about here. This guy is insane. I'd say he's better than Red Death, actually. Because Red Death is fast, and he starts with Death Spiral, which is great, but he doesn't get a lot else outside of that. Like, I think he gets 20% might. That's about it. So this guy having extra cooldown, 100% might, extra armor, like, this guy's insane. He might even be the best character in the game. Well, there's the No Future and the Viragi as my first two evolutions, which is fantastic. Because now they won't be too far apart, so it's actually a great experiment. Okay, so now let's get the lightning ring, sure. What's the last weapon I want, anyway? I mean, I have screen clearing, I have a shield. I could get the fire wand. Or I could get Sandalwater, but we're not doing Sandalwater because, like I said, this is an experiment. As well. I could just get the knife. Yeah, let's just get the knife, what the hell. I'm good. On, like, area damage. I'll pick up the bracer up top, so... Well, by some miraculous reason, the Bible didn't actually evolve, even though I also have that maxed and the item for it. Now, once we have the bracer, we can sort of stop moving. We should almost be there, by the way. Does it spawn enemies? Yeah, it does. That's neat. I mean, they're very, very weak, so by the time I got here, I could basically ignore it, but... Okay, so up and down to get maximum enemies. Probably. I don't want to max the knife yet, actually. I want to evolve it last. So I'll try to not max it as best I can. But I'm pretty sure I'm running out of other things to level soon. I'm pretty sure I only have armor, bracer, and knife left. Yeah. Damn it. I could stand still and not get experience for a bit. Try to. Until the next boss fight. So the Viragi is doing about 40, 50, or 46 to 50 damage. But I think No Future is actually killing shit before it's even on screen. Because I hardly see the damage numbers. Which is interesting. I don't know if that makes it a fair comparison to if I stand still. So let's jiggle a bit. Also, I'm already level 72. Holy crap. Well, there's a boss. Oh, where did it go? It just flew off into the distance. I'm pretty sure it died, but it didn't drop a chest. So again, let's resume the jiggle a little bit. Man, No Future is so good. It flies around so fast. Let's see. Yeah, it flies around real quick. Yeah, I really, really, really like this guy. Oh, that's a lot of shit coming down. I didn't actually mean to pick up the experience, because I want to be careful with leveling. But, okay, so lots of bone dragon things flying at me. Oh, I lost a bit of health somewhere. Interesting. Probably through falling stars. I kept calling them lightning strikes, but I actually think they're falling stars. And I take a closer look at them. Oh, crap. Oh well. It is what it is. That's going to be a lot of levels. Oh, it's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. I sort of wanted to ensure Thunder Loop, but, you know, whatever. Oh, wait. We have an evolution. Unfortunately, still only one. I feel like every multiple chest should be able to evolve multiple weapons. But they only can in Ilmolise. Oh, we still got the Thunder Loop instead of the Thousand Edge. Great. Thank you, game. Also, I do normally skip chests, but you can't do that with the 5 ones. So let's grab a bit of experience. Let's run around. Oh man, there is... Okay, I'm definitely noticing that I'm still losing frames. And I think it's because of the curse. Like, yesterday's run I had 20% curse and I barely noticed it. Oh, it's the guys that run away. But now I have 50% curse and I do notice the slowdown again, so... I'm not a triple. Huh. Let's see how much money we can get, too. So these guys shoot at you, but with my current setup, that doesn't matter at all. Like, it just doesn't. Because projectiles are destroyed by weapons, so even if they could get past the Ferragi, they're not going to get past my Unholy Vespers. And that's even assuming that they're even shooting because of No Future. Like, No Future could just be destroying the bullets before they do anything. Now, maybe by the final wave, I'm really gonna regret not taking Santa Water instead of the knives. But, like I said, I wanted to be an experiment. Or between No Future and Piragi, mostly. So, I'm having the knives, the knives in the most useful position. Sorry about that. Feels like there's something stuck in my throat. And that's annoying. I mean, the knives barely do anything anyway, comparatively. Well, these things are a bit faster, so they actually are almost coming to my Bibles. Almost. And when they are, they just get knocked back anyway. So, we are fine. I can even just run through them. No problem. Yeah, I really like this map, by the way. I also think it's a lot easier than the dairy plant. What do you guys think? Is it easier or harder than the dairy plant? Let's get the knives on this boss. Okay, let's wait for the beams to just destroy the lanterns. Because if you destroy them from a distance before they explode, they will actually they will not explode. But if you walk close to them, they'll explode. And if they explode, they don't give anything. But if you kill them before they explode, they give crystals. So it can actually be a decent chunk of experience early on. Knives. Yeah, I still don't like the knives. I still think they're a really bad weapon. Maybe you disagree, but I just think they're bad. The same thing goes for the magic wand, by the way. Like, I'm not trying to say that that one's good. But at least the magic wand is more useful if you want to kite enemies. Like a specific boss. Like the 25-minute boss in this stage is probably the hardest boss in the game. And if you do any no move challenge, that thing is going to end it for you. Because it is super fucking tanky. Like the 25-minute library boss is nothing compared to it. And yay, blood skeletons. The ones you have to kill 3 times before they disappear. Be careful with that when you pick up crystals. Especially on Toasty with 1 HP. Just saying. Oh, we're only at 20 minutes. Damn. Already level 124. I'll probably try not to level too much at this point, because it's just going to be shooting myself in the foot. But just standing here is also dull, isn't it? Actually getting a decent chunk of change, too. Decent money. So yeah, next time, we are doing the Branca, or whatever the fuck his name was. I wanted to play this one more than Branca. So we're doing Branca next time. And we're not doing 100% curse on him just yet. But I am going to do 100% curse on this stage soon too. And why 100, why not 120? Because I hate llama. It's that simple. I feel like it doesn't add that much challenge, and I just don't like the axe as a weapon. So, yeah, that's it. Also, yesterday, while I was hunting for this guy, I had a very unique boss on this stage. It looked more like a character. It took a really big beating, and it had a really unique death animation. So that was sort of neat, but it didn't unlock anything or anything, so... I wish I had recorded it, or at least took a screenshot. I completely forgot to do that. It was around the 13-minute mark, I think. 13, 14 minutes, somewhere around there. It looked more like a character than an enemy. I didn't see a name or anything, so... Oh yeah, I may have to move a little bit more because of the falling stars. Another 5 jackpot. Holy smokes. That's a lot of them this game. Because I believe they only have a 3% chance of showing up. Something like that. Still, it's a bunch of extra money, so I'm not gonna complain. Not that money has any use for me, but... I'm pretty sure even with max curse, I'm sitting at like 300, 400,000. So... I would like something more to do with gold. Some sort of permanent use that makes it so that, I mean, I don't want to have to run Ilmo Lease every day, but that I have something to do with the gold I get, at least. It would be neat if you had infinite scaling upgrade for an endless mode that infinitely scales in difficulty or something. Yeah, could do something with that. Yeah, falling stars. So the lightning, or the thunder loop is hitting for 180. Oh, there's a boss standing in me. Oops. Let's heal that mistake up real quick. I was just standing there, chilling, minding my own business, and all of a sudden there's a boss on my ass. I think I picked up a few clocks. So I'm actually at 100,000 kills. Damn. I'm not even shooting for kills. And I'm getting a ton of them. Yeah, I love this character. downside is he's going to nullify any form of challenge until we get more difficult stuff. Maybe Green Acres, but then again, he has all that innate might, so... You know, the extra HP on enemies hardly matters if you do that much more damage. And you keep your level down a bit. As in, like, 70, 80 or something, you'll probably destroy everything without thinking. Now, because I don't like boring stuff like not leveling, that's not me, but... Or making things easier by not leveling. It's just boring. I don't like it. I mean, unless you're, like, severely kneecapping yourself and trying to make a challenge by stupid shit like not moving or, you know, not having upgrades or anything like that. But they're put in the game for a reason. I don't see why you would kneecap yourself by not taking them. That's just me, though. Okay, so let's see this crab. Mr. Krabs. Ooh, Mr. Krabs. It's actually, it has to be the crab from Order of Ecclesia, which is, I think, the third boss from that one. Let's stand here. Knives, magic wand, and unholy vespers, completely messing this thing up. And even with that thing takes quite the beating. Holy shit. Another triple. Holy shit. What is with all this stuff, this run? Let's just get max gold. Now I'm actually going to do something special, which is grab all experience and try to level as much as I can. Just to make things a bit more interesting in the final minutes. There's a lot less experience on the ground than I thought, huh? Thought there would be a big red crystal that gave me a bunch of levels, but... Also, there after at the 25-minute mark, this map has a really easy way to get a ton of kills, huh? But yeah, considering the fact I'm at 120,000 kills, and I don't even have max curse, I could have had so much more kills if I went for Menage and Skull. So the 26-minute mark is the Blood Golems. I remember those. It does give me a bit less room to wander about, I see. I mean, I should have gone for Skulls or something, or Song of Mana, but... eh. Instead of the knife. I just really don't like the knife. In a game that's all about AoE, because there is so many enemies, having a single target specialized weapon is kind of meh. And what's the annoying part is both single target weapons have really, really good passives tied to their evolutions. And now that the Rune Tracer also has an evolution with armor, there is less and less passive slots to wiggle around with if you want to evolve shit. And I don't like that aspect. I don't like the fact that you are stuck in certain passives if you want to evolve certain weapons. And the Viragi, Song of Mana, Knife, and Magic Wand are the best examples of this. Because I don't like the passives tied to them as evolutions to them specifically. Because if you want to evolve the Viragi, you have to take Teragisu, which in most circumstances I consider a wasted item slot. But it does also buff the Viragi, so it's also not like you can just burn your revives after getting it and still have the same old good Viragi. It also punishes you for dying, accidentally or on purpose, because it gets worse. And then there's the Magic Wand and the Knife, which I already talked about, them being single target weapons in a game where AoE damage is king, and having two of the best passives tied to them is just obnoxious. And Song of Mana being Skull, I also don't like because I don't think Skull should be tied to an evolution. And I know you can just banish it, but it still takes up a passive slot, and I don't like that part of it. An item like that should be optional for the challenge and not tied to an evolution. Now, I also don't like the axe and the death spiral, but death spiral isn't necessarily bad. I just think it fell off as more and more items got added. It just doesn't do enough damage and it's too slow. Like, the death spiral shouldn't do less damage than the axes after it evolves. Okay, so this is the 29-minute wave, and they're not getting in. They just can't get to me. So, it's not as hard as the golems. Golems from the dairy plant are absolutely harder to deal with. Now, I'm noticing that my frames aren't dropping, like, to single digits. So, the fix the devs implemented must work to a degree at least, to prevent slowdown, which is really neat. It's an option that you have in the base menu of the game. I'm pretty sure it's not here. I'll show it after the run real quick. But yeah, this is broken character. Broken character. Let's level up as much as we can, while we still can, before the Reapers show up. I have a few revives, so... So there's a blue Reaper there that just bombards you with stars. Holy crap, there's so many stars. Oh, and there's shit coming from the bottom too. You see that? Like, you can't stand... Oh, you can't attack the guy, the blue one. It doesn't take any damage. And he throws infinite stars, and he feels... Oh man, this is going to be a fun map to survive in, isn't it? So... yeah. Let's see the result. So, the Ferragi is definitely still king. And then No Future actually... yeah. 6.8. Well, whatever the case may be, still a great weapon. It's just, yeah. Bit outshined here. This is 16k gold, without even trying to go for gold. And 130,000 enemies defeated. Huh. So this is oh, it's 1.8. It's 1.8 on Hyper. Okay, so this is going to be a great gold farming stage if you don't want to do Ilmolise. Also, the option is here, and then less physics, more FPS. Turn that on. For a better running game. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. I'm out.